behalf of the Pathfinding Outfitters hosting team, Linda Kahn and I are here to invite you to join us in the co-design, the next phase of Pathfinding Outfitters, and to participate in 2 Zoom calls during the summer so that we might find our way together. So we want to give you a little bit more information about what that might involve. So as you know, from the past 10 weeks, we've benefited from your wholehearted engagement and during this massive challenge, this COVID challenge, in which everything has been so new and so challenging. And yet, oh my goodness, we have gone deeper into our roles as change makers. We've grappled with structural devaluation as clearly as perhaps ever. And then it's become even a deeper question as we have faced and been trying to make meaning of this overdue racial awakening that is giving us a whole other level of a framework from which to try to imagine a new world and a new way of being and a new way of learning together. And so over the course of these 3 months, this is just a little graphic that shows where we are now, where we've come from. We've had the chance to develop new ways to learn together through the Zoom calls, and we've strengthened our connections through mutual engagement in small groups. And now we want to harness the assets, the unexpected assets, I might add. It's been so thrilling to see what's emerged as we have just pursued our interest and the challenges we face. We want to go into asking what will emerge from what we've created together. And this will be a new platform for intergenerational learning that we hope to launch in September. And so we envision shaping a framework for discovery that is truly unique. I mean, I think what we've been up to already is already truly unique, but we really want to see what else is possible with that. And so we want to explore completely different ways to know and to learn together and to braid together our work, this intergenerational learning community, to braid it together with the Toronto Summer Institute and the many forms of art of hosting that we have strengthened our understanding of over all these years. And we also want to build on our web platform, the one that we have now available to us, and also the Presencing Institute web platform and offerings as well. So yes, so here we are. It's summer, July 16th and 20th coming up. And I'm going to turn it over to Linda Kahn, who will say more about what we plan to do together. What I want to say in introducing Linda is many of you know Linda behind the camera, orchestrating, masterminding really these Zoom calls. But what is underneath Linda's genius around the Zoom function are the many years of art of hosting, the arts of hosting, practicing the arts of hosting on behalf of the Toronto Summer Institute and all the other ways that she supports other people to learn with such care. And so Linda has been an extraordinary force behind the camera, behind the screen, and she'll say a little bit more about what's ahead to do together. Linda, I'm going to pass it over to you.
Thank you, Beth. That is incredibly generous and kind. I think that this has been, in fact, a pretty remarkable experience. And we want to build on the nearly 40 years of experience hosting the Toronto Summer Institute, where we've been bringing people together from around the world to learn from each other and further the values and practices related to inclusion and genuinely building a bigger we. And as you said, during the past 10 weeks, in what we've come to think about as the initial phase of Pathfinding Outfitters, we've discovered new ways to use the Zoom platform, along with the newly created Outfitters website, the newsletter, the blogs, the short videos. And much as we've done with the Toronto Summer Institute, we've been building on the principles of the arts of hosting, including self-directed learning and cafe conversations and open space and many other ways for people to explore together, and harvesting our collective learning through publications, videos, blogs, graphics, spoken word poetry. And the current crises have really given us an opportunity to discover and explore how to engage these practices and to do this virtually. There's been a strong connecting force of listening and learning together, and we've been vulnerable with one another. We've been stretching and sense making together. And so, as you say, we want to move into a second phase in the next 2 calls and ponder and co-design new ways to support an intergenerational learning community. So we'll hold the question, what will emerge from what we've created together? We'll do that on July 16th from 1 to 3 and August 20th from 1 to 3. And we'll explore pathways in those calls for participation and roles, recruitment and costs, and other ways to clarify the invitation for when we might widen and expand the circle in September for this intergenerational learning community. And we really are thinking about each and every one of you as a founder and investor in this co-creation. And so we hope you'll join us for the co-design over the next 2 months. And if you're interested in the 2 upcoming co-design calls, please let us know. We'll have a link in the next newsletter, or you can email us about your interest. And if you're unable to join the co-design calls and are still interested in the learning community, please let us know that as well. We are seriously looking forward to the mischief we can get into and connecting and learning alongside one another as we co-create this intergenerational learning community.